The 2018 NBA draft was an amazing one, filled with immense talent everywhere. Guys like Luka Doncic and Trae Young have already established themselves as some of the best players at their respective positions. The crazy numbers that these two are putting up at such a young age leads me to believe that they will be considered one of the best players in this league for many, many years to come. This draft also includes players such as DeAndre Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr., Colin Sexton, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, all of which I believe will be multi-time All-Stars in their careers. Lastly, this draft has given us many diamond-in-the-rough players and guys such as Devontae Graham, Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, and Mitchell Robinson, just to name a few. Actually, before I move on, let's not forget to talk about guys like Mohamed Bamba and Michael Porter Jr., both of which just need a little bit more time and more of an opportunity to really have success in this league. With all that being said, just like any other draft, there will be some players that will take a little bit longer to really take off and make a name for themselves in this league. I'll be highlighting 3 players who I believe will take a big leap next season from the 2018 NBA draft. The first player I want to talk about is Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley was the second overall pick from this draft class, and he was drafted one spot ahead of Luka Doncic. So far, his career has been injury-riddled, and he has mainly came off the bench for the Sacramento Kings. In his 2 seasons, he has averaged a combined 14.8 points and 7.6 rebounds per game on 49.7% from the field. But it's not really looking up for Marvin Bagley at the moment. Recently, we found out that De'Aaron Fox and Marvin Bagley's father have ran into some problems online, internet beef if you'd call it, and it looks like De'Aaron Fox has unfollowed Marvin Bagley on Instagram. Now, I think it is safe to say that Bagley may never be as good as Luka, but it is way too early to call this draft pick a mistake. Bagley has obvious talent, and for the Kings to make some noise in the West, he's going to have to take a massive step in his game, and improvements to coaching may have to be made, which will help him out. Next year, if Bagley can stay healthy, I can see him averaging anywhere between 15 to 18 points per game and 7 to 8 rebounds per game. With these improvements, the Kings could really take off, and with their young core, they could potentially return to the playoffs for the first time in 14 years. The next player I want to talk about is Wendell Carter Jr. Wendell Carter Jr. was selected by the Chicago Bulls in the 2018 NBA draft with the 7th overall pick. So far, his impact has been felt on the court when he's actually on the court. Similar to Bagley, Carter has dealt with injuries in his career, and his injury history is kind of a major concern. In his 2 seasons, he has averaged a combined 10.8 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks per game on 50.8% shooting from the field. Wendell has made improvements to his game this year, and we could see him blossom even more next season. The Bulls are another team that, with the right improvements and improved coaching, they should fight for a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference next season. Carter will be a big part of that, and if he is able to stay healthy, I can see him become a double-double machine and turning into an amazing rim protector. His athleticism makes him an incredible roller, and as the guards on the Bulls continue to improve, Carter's points in the paint shall too. All in all, I could see this man becoming a potential all-star in his career if the right moves and the right improvements are made. The last player I'm going to talk about from this draft is Miles Bridges. Bridges was the 12th overall pick selected by the Los Angeles Clippers, then traded to the Charlotte Hornets. This season, Bridges has made massive improvements to his game, and he has nearly doubled his scoring output for the Hornets. His play has really started to ramp up towards the end of January, as he has been averaging 15.6 points and 6.2 rebounds per game since January 30th. Improvements to his efficiency and defense would go a long way for this team, as they look to be headed to the right track for the future. Bridges has great potential, and I would not be surprised to see him in an All-Star game in the upcoming years. All in all, this star-studded draft was filled with immense talent that just needs a little more to take that next step. Looking back on this draft, in a few years, we will see how amazing it was, but until then, All we can do is hope that these players can take those much anticipated leaps in their careers. Thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed, please consider sharing with your friends. Please like and sub. And it's So Sports, and I'm out. Peace.